To make solving easier, we'll put down all of the information on the table. As you can see, we have all of the hair colors on the left and all the physical traits at the top. Then we will put characters onto the table according to their characteristics. So, for example, Rayleigh has white hair and a scar, so he goes in the top right corner. To the right, you can see the Nami and Robin's conversation. Remember that Nami knew the physical trait, while Robin knew the hair color. Looking at physical traits, we see that only Yamato has horns. Now, Nami knew the correct character's physical trait, so if that trait had been horn, Nami should have been able to know that person was Yamato, because Yamato was the only one with horns. However, Nami stated that she didn't know who the person was. Therefore, the physical trait could not have been Horn, and the character could not have been Yamato. Let's move on to Robin. After reading Nami's statement, Robin could have also deduced that Yamato could not be the correct person by the same reasoning process that we just used. Robin knew the person's hair color. Looking at the table, we see that white hair only has one character, and that's Rayleigh. Yamato also has white hair, but she has been crossed out. If the mystery person had had white hair, then Robin should have been able to know that it was Rayleigh, since he was the only possibility. But she couldn't, and so therefore that person could not have had white hair, and so can't be Rayleigh. Now we cross out Rayleigh. Zoro was the only one left with a scar, but Nabi said, "No, I don't know." Therefore, the trait could not have been Scar, and the character could not have been Zoro. Bartolomeo was the only one with moss hair, but Robin said no, so it couldn't have been him. Now, because we crossed out Bartolomeo, Jinbei was the last one with fangs, but Nami still didn't know who the person was, so the character could not have had fangs and couldn't have been Jinbei. Alright, now Robin finally realized who the person was. At that point, we had five people remaining: Usopp, Kaku, Sanji, Perospero, and Vinji. Hypothetically, let's say that the hair color was yellow. Then we would have two people, Kaku and Sanji. There would be no way for Robin to determine which one is the correct person, and therefore the hair color cannot be yellow, right? And the same applies for blue hair. Robin cannot know if it's Perospero or Vinji because she doesn't have enough information to remove either one. Because Robin was able to pinpoint the character, there must have been only one option of that hair color. We see that black hair was the only type that had one person left, Usopp, so he must have been Chopper's character.